I feel like one thing I learned in the White House was that we thought we had enough power to change the country because we had Obama, because we had Pelosi, because we had 60 votes in the Senate. And we even had local allies like Major and Adrian Fenty, who's sitting right there. But Adrian Fenty, stand up. We got a former mayor of D.C. right here who's snuck in, one of our great leaders. One of the best mayors we ever had in D.C. Brought in, like, basically this dude biked. I mean, he did all kind of stuff. He was so far ahead of the curve that D.C. is still trying to catch up with him. But we thought we had power, didn't we? And we thought we could get something done. And we got stopped, man. And I feel like the power that we thought was in D.C. is actually in a lot of other places. I think there's 4 power centers in the country, and I want you to talk about the one you know about. But I think there's 4 power centers. I think D.C. is just the political power center. There's Wall Street with finance. There's Hollywood with the media. And there's Silicon Valley with technology. And I think we've been playing, especially black folks, have been playing a one corner of the game. And I think these other corners actually have more power. And I think we thought we had the democracy. And in fact, we got hit by the plutocracy coming out of Wall Street. We got hit by the celebtocracy coming out of Hollywood with their distract and divide agenda. And then the technocracy, as best I can tell, is making a lot of apps but stealing a lot of jobs. So, and I don't think, and I want you to respond to this, and you know better than anybody else, I don't think the future is being written in laws anymore. I don't think the future is being written in laws in Washington, D.C. I think the future is being written in code in Silicon Valley. That's what I think is going on. And I think we've been playing the wrong game. I think we've been playing the wrong game for the past 50 years, and I think that right 30 minutes from here is a game we should be playing. You tell me if I'm right or wrong in terms of where real power is and technology.
So, I believe that the great lie that politics tells us is that this is how you gain power. Play our game, play our system, and you will get the power, and you can make the change you want to see happen in the world. It's not true. It's not true anymore. Maybe it was. It doesn't matter. It's certainly not true anymore. But yet it soaks up like all of the people that like want to make something happen in the world, and it takes all of them and it crushes them, right? And it leaves behind the people who will compromise, right? Who will make the deal, who are willing to sell their soul for people to love them and to vote for them and to put them in office again and again. That's what we celebrate, right? I run a tech company, right? I know how difficult it is, like being able to, I can hire whoever I want, right? I can fire whoever I want, like, and it is extraordinarily difficult to put together a team that can make good decisions every day that like serve people and put people first. And then a system fundamentally designed where it's all about conflict, right? It's about agendas, about whether or not the thing should even exist, right? If you think about it, right? I spend a lot of time thinking about like what is the thing that the internet can do for politics, right? I had my transplant. I'm like, it's go time. And I looked at what the internet was doing in all these different industries, right? And fundamentally, it was democratizing them, music, movies, like the whole thing, right? And so I'm like, well, what if politics is actually not about playing the existing game, like scoring points for my side and a lot of the work that like I had been doing, and what if it's really about how do you change the rules of the game? And so if you think about it, right, politics at its core is just a highly inefficient form of leadership, right? If you think about the internet, it provides voices, brings voices to everybody, brings more people to the table, and all of those things are good, right? It sort of democratizes access and things, right? But the other thing that it does in industries is it makes them more efficient. It cuts out like stuff that doesn't, it cuts out all the like crap that sort of doesn't matter anymore, right? And so this whole concept of permission, of asking for permission from 50% plus one of voters to go to another group of people and then ask them for permission before you can ever get anything done, right? And then everybody sits around and wonders why like nothing ever happens, right? Well, it's designed to be inefficient, guys. Like that's the whole point. And there's a role for that in society where things that we all have to agree upon, right, that should happen, but there needs to be another model of leadership.
What is the alternative? And look, you guys in NationBuilder, you're so far out there in terms of being able to, but fundamentally, what's the alternative to that?
Community. Community is the alternative. And